My administration did not come to these decisions lightly, by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, Governor Moore officially presents his nearly $150 million in budget cuts to the State Board of Public Works today. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost is live in Annapolis. And Mackenzie, you were at that meeting and have been reporting on these cuts. What did you learn?
Yeah, Kai, that's right. We know that this really is about $148 million that the governor is calling for cuts. That plan was approved during the Board of Public Works meeting today, and this cut really means some agencies are seeing their budgets trimmed and that money is being shifted elsewhere to other priorities. Some Republicans argue that the decisions made today do not address the longer-term budget concerns or find money to foot the bill for some major policy priorities.
Good morning, everybody.
A heavy mood hung over the Board of Public Works meeting Wednesday as Governor Wes Moore, Comptroller Brooke Learman, and Treasurer Derek Davis
every dollar that this state takes in and sends out, it benefits somebody.
Prepared to trim state spending.
The reductions that we are advancing today are necessary to ensure that our fiscal stability is going to be sound and to create long-term economic growth.
The cuts widespread.
Nearly every state agency is impacted by these reductions, including my agency.
The governor and his administration argue they're necessary because of ballooning budgets and stagnant growth.
These are tough decisions, but it is showing what responsible governance looks like.
But the Moore administration says the underlying strain on the budget stems from growing child care scholarship costs and Medicaid coverage. He says more than 1.7 million Marylanders are enrolled in Medicaid, and the child care scholarship program has increased 70% since he took office. But protecting health and child care programs, the Moore administration says, can help boost the economy.
Allows their parents and caregivers to be able to join the workforce, because we cannot be a state where we're asking people to make a choice between taking care of your children or joining the workforce.
Some of the cuts include $26 million for the Department of Health, including $12 million less going to local health departments, $19 million for the University System of Maryland, $5 million in law enforcement grants, plus less money to rural Maryland programs and salary freezes for public defenders. And the board, poised to sign off on the cuts, heard about it Wednesday.
It is unfathomable how OPD can appear on the list. OPD is in crisis. Every dollar matters.
Without the funding, seniors in rural Maryland will not be able to find transportation for medical appointments. Students in the rural Maryland will not be able to attend, transfer over to, and have transportation and gain critical career and technical education for job skills.
Those pleas.
May I have a motion to approve the Secretary's agenda?
Motion to approve the Secretary's agenda.
Didn't stop the plan.
Is there a second?
Second.
Outstanding. Thank you so much.
While Governor Moore held off on some Democrats calling for more widespread tax hikes during the last legislative session, there were some fee and tax hikes. And the cuts now don't address the growing deficit and projected cost of the Red Line in Baltimore. Questions we would have liked to ask Governor Moore following the meeting, but the governor's team, Governor, said he didn't have time to answer questions. No? One question, Carter, about this. But Republican leadership, quick to talk.
It's not a budget cut. We still have the same overall top-line budget number.
House Minority Leader Jason Buckles says the cuts to some budgets now don't address the bigger problem, especially when it comes to footing the bill for the Blueprint education plan.
The truth of the matter is we can't afford it with our current revenues. Today's action has no impact on that.
Delegate Buckles says next session, lawmakers will have some real tough choices to make in order to pay for the priorities outlined from the top.
Our spending trajectory isn't sustainable.
Now, one thing that Democrats and Republicans do seem to agree on is the importance of growing the state's economy. But that will likely take time to fully realize the impacts. And right now, time is running out to fund some of the programs and projects that are already slated to take effect. We're live in the State House. Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.